Okay, so today we have Notre Dame by Morrissey. So I was going to react to this last Friday because it came out last Friday. I was going to wake up early and do it, but that did not happen. And from what I've been told, nobody has listened to the song yet because I have not reacted to it yet. So that's good to know. And we're finally going to get into it. I've, of course, reacted to Makeup Is a Lie, which I got to say is a grower. That chorus is still stuck in my head. I mean, my goodness gracious. So let's get into this one, talk about it after. I'm pretty intrigued from the things I've heard. So here we go. Notre Dame. Goodness. Lots of flavor.
Notre Dame, we know who tried to kill you. Notre Dame, we know who tried to kill you. Notre Dame, we will not be silent. Notre Dame, we will not be silent before investigations. They said there's nothing to see here. Notre Dame, we will not be silent before investigations. They said there's nothing to see here. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me. Notre Dame, we will not be silent. Notre Dame, we will not be silent before investigations. They said there's nothing to see here. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me.
Well, my goodness gracious. See, okay, so there it is there. Notre Dame by Morrissey. And I've also heard people say it as Notre Dame, but I think that's something to do in the US. Anyway, I'm in Canada. But anyway, Notre Dame. Of course, French here. And I gotta say at the top, I just to go off on the side immediately, but I took French immersion growing up here in Canada. I mean, the province I live in, French is big. And so I liked him rolling his R's there. Of course, the fire. I mean, the Notre Dame fire that happened in Paris in 2019 to a cathedral church, Catholic church, whatever I want to say there. And so obviously that's what we're talking about here. So as somebody who knows a bit of French, I like that, Morrissey's rolling his R's, like I said. And just trying to give his best French accent, you might want to say, or French try anyway. And so that fit very well. But to talk about what he's doing vocally automatically now, I mean, it's spooky. It's haunting, like I said, at one moment as well. I mean, the whole song is haunting, but his vocals really put it over the top. And I don't know why. But this fits into, I guess, with what I want to go on about next. Somebody commented, I think, 2 weeks ago now, because I did not do a Morrissey Friday last week. Like I said, I was going to do this, but it did not work out. And also, my internet was being changed over because my dad decided to do that, and that kind of messed everything up as well. But I didn't realize, and somebody commented that Morrissey's going to be 67 this year, I do believe. And I don't know why. I mean, I just feel like, I guess, time has stood still since 2020, and time does just keep moving forward. And I forgot that Morrissey's nearing 70 at this point, but just to say that much, his voice, I mean, he doesn't really sound like a 70-year-old. I mean, my dad is 70, and I don't think he could sing like this at this moment. I thought he sounded clear. Like I said, I thought he sounded spooky. I thought he sounded intimidating, I might want to say as well. Edgy. I mean, all those things there. I mean, it doesn't sound like an old guy giving the mic a try. He's always, to me, one of the biggest strong suits, and I've seen people say that it's his worst strong suit, but for me it isn't. I mean, it's his voice, and that he always pretty well does sound strong on many of his songs, and I gotta say that again here. His voice sounded strong to me, and I feel like he got his point across as best as he wanted to, and as kind of spooky as he wanted to. I mean, that's the word of the day, I guess. But to go along with that, the pulsating synths here, the dark pulsating synths that remind me of, like many people have already said, Depeche Mode. I just reacted to A Flock of Seagulls the other day there, Space Age Love Song. I mean, so I just reacted to some synth pop, and that's what, I mean, you can't help but get those vibes here as well. Some synth pop in 2026. And that's another thing. What I like about Morrissey, I mean, talking about the song, whether the song's about a conspiracy theory or whatever, I mean, the lyrics are pretty sparse to begin with. It's more about all that sound, and again, the programming and the bass and all that, that just is punching you in the head. But what I like about Morrissey is he's never afraid to try things. I mean, from what I said before, when I reacted to Makeup Is a Lie, I mean, it's different. It's not like he's going back in his bag and going back to the Smiths era or whatever, or going back to his 90s era or whatever era, or going back to 2004 with You Are the Quarry. It's just, I don't know, he's just different. And yeah, he's bringing this synth pop, whatever you want to say, sound into the year of 2026 once more. And yeah, so I mean, for me, I just love that percolating sound, and just it just, I don't know, it got me shimmying. And I mean, sure, there are many different songs that use that maybe use that kind of synth sound that may be better or whatever the hell, but at the same point here, I still enjoyed the sound, and I still enjoyed the production here. I mean, the production for me, it sounded pretty it was shimmering. Is that what I want to say? It's pretty clear. Again, it was pretty polished for me anyway, as polished as it could be for such a dark track. But yeah, I don't know. I was intrigued, and I was entranced a bit as well there, because I mean, again, just that synth just kind of entrances you, at least in my opinion, and it just, I don't know, it almost turns my brain to mush. And then you get Morrissey being very slow and very calculated, Notre Dame, and so deep as well and profound. It's just, I don't know, it catches me, and I really enjoyed that anyway. And like I said, the bass work, the drum work here all worked very well with how dark everything was. And again, that drum work, I mean, I think about how hard-hitting, how profound it sounded there. Maybe not so hard-hitting, as somebody like Matt Walker or whatever, because this is Brendan Buckley on the drums here. But yeah, I don't know. Again, just a very deep, resonant sound, and all the way through pretty much everybody on the track here. And the string arrangements, too. Lush, as I always like to say, but lush here in a way that it keeps you on your toes, I guess you would say. And the sound was extravagant. I mean, I gotta say that much too. I mean, it came across to me as an extravagant sound, like they threw everything at the song except the kitchen sink, and I really enjoyed that. The distance guitar work at different points as well that I just remember now. that was, again, pretty edgy, pretty scary as well, and for a good reason. I mean, the whole song is supposed to be pretty scary. I mean, we're talking about a fire here. That's pretty freaking scary. Pretty freaking scary. I mean, my God. But yeah, so I didn't hate this. I mean, again, I feel like, I don't know what the consensus is, but I would imagine people like this song over Makeup Is a Lie. Although, again, Makeup Is a Lie, like I said off the top, that chorus has just been in my head ever since. I mean, he did something there. That chorus is great. And either way, even though it's just Makeup Is a Lie, 3 words, but there's that 4. Anyway, so yeah. But I just gotta say, I mean, this was a bop. I mean, it was a callback. And even though, again, it's a callback these days, but but still, he's doing something new, and he's never afraid to change. And that's something that I've talked about with Morrissey through all the albums I've listened to him on. So anyway, let's get into these lyrics now. I mean, I'm just bopping and babbling along. So, Notre Dame, we know who tried to kill you. I mean, right off the bat with the first lyric. Hello, Notre Dame, we know who tried to kill you. And I love the repetition here. Maybe seen as filler, whatever. Maybe it is, actually, because I talked about how the lyrics are sparse enough where if you don't want to, talk about, okay, why is he talking about a conspiracy here? Why is he taking a fire and making it a conspiracy? But at the same time, if I've learned anything in the past month or whatever, a lot of conspiracies have apparently become true. Pizzagate, I mean, my God, Kurt Cobain news just came out as well. But the files, I mean, at this point, I'm almost going to believe anything. So it's nuts what's going on. But anyway, at Notre Dame, we will not be silent. Notre Dame, we will not be silent. And like I said, the repetition works very well, and it adds even more impact. It adds even more I don't want to say spookiness again, because I've been saying that so much, but it adds an even, another layer of darkness anyway, and lets you know Morrissey's being pretty serious here. I mean, my goodness gracious, whether you believe it or not, he sounds like he believes it, and I'm here for it. I mean, my God. Before investigations, they said there's nothing to see here, and of course, there is a line here on genius.com, an annotation. I don't always read these, but this is the only one, and I just want to mention this. It says here, in the live performances that surfaced on YouTube, Morrissey sings before investigations, they said it's not terrorism. However, in the new single version, he instead sings before investigations, they said there's nothing to see here. And from what I've seen, a lot of people like that he changed that lyric, and I guess it was a bit more coy about things, but there you go there. And as we move into the second verse and the chorus, I mean, it's much of the same that we've already heard. But again, I feel like it works because it just adds more impact to what he's talking about here, and from where he's coming from anyway. Notre Dame, we will not be silent. Before investigations, they said there's nothing to see here. And I would guess that they, being detectives, police, people trying to cover it up anyway from Morrissey's point of view, I guess. And we go into the third verse where things do change up. Something new comes in, but it does get repeated as well by the end of it. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me. Notre Dame, we will not be silent. We will not be silent. If there's anything we will not be, it's silent. And the cold hand, again, I just like how it repeats every word. It just makes it even more frightening, to me anyway. And the way he sings it, it just makes it even more frightening. No matter what you think about the lyrics or where he's coming from or whatever, there's a pull to the song, at least for me, I have to say. And I feel like maybe this is more accessible than Makeup Is a Lie, but maybe I'm speaking at a school there, because again, Makeup Is a Lie, that chorus, I gotta say, is catchy as hell. I mean, it is. But anyway, the cold hand just touched me. I mean, I'm thinking about a ghost. I'm thinking about something deadly. A cold hand. I mean, I don't like that already. That feels gross. That sounds gross to me. And yeah, who is this cold hand? Is it the person who set the fire in his mind, or is it the person who told him that somebody set the fire? I mean, I don't know. There's all different interpretations. The song is pretty new. I don't know if Morrissey has any thoughts about it or has revealed anything more about it than what we can infer about it, but either way. Then we have the outro again. Notre Dame, a cold hand just touched me, and then that's repeated too. And what a spooky way to end the song that was already spooky enough. So, I mean, my goodness gracious. I gotta say, I just love those percolating synths. I just loved how bassy, is that a word? I don't know. But I just love the bass here anyway. The programming, I mean, again, as you guys know, and I've said this a couple times, I feel like the last few videos I've done, but I love synth pop, or synths anyway. I don't know if you'd say this is really poppy, but yeah, so I'm always a sucker for these kind of sounds. I'm always a sucker for percolating synths, I guess, and pulsating synths. And yeah, so I was pretty, bought in here, and yeah, so I enjoyed it for what it was anyway. And I am very intrigued to listen to the rest of the album whenever it comes out, or the next single, whatever it is that comes out. It's nice to get some new Morrissey songs. I mean, my goodness gracious. So Anyway, finally reacted to this. Like I said, I enjoyed it, no matter what it may be about, or no matter what my thoughts are about what he thinks, or whatever the fuck. It sounded nice to me. It sounded good. I like the production, all those things. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all of that stuff. Really appreciate all the support. And I'll talk to you guys again soon.